and welcome to the Meeple Mentor YouTube channel. I'm Jared, and we're doing an unboxing today of a Rock Manor Games game called Maximum Apocalypse by Mike Gnade. As you can see, it's got some pretty cool, like, anime comic book style, like, looking artwork with some wicked type of stuff going on. Let's look at what's on the back and then do this unboxing on camera and see what comes inside. It is a 1 to 6 player game for playing 45 to 90 minutes. Not recommended for kids under 14. Okay, so Maximum Apocalypse is a cooperative roguelike adventure game set amid the backdrop of different apocalyptic scenarios. As you explore the post-apocalyptic world, 1 to 6 survivors work together to complete mission objectives. On each turn, a player can use up to 4 actions to explore the map, play cards, equip weapons, scavenge for resources, draw cards, or battle roaming monsters. Picking a unique survivor class within the group, players must plan their strategy while leaning on their character's strengths in order to defeat monsters and avoid starvation. For example, the fireman is deadly up close with his axe. Meanwhile, the stealthy hunter is great at scouting the map and avoiding traps. But roaming monsters are gathering quickly and time is running out. Can you survive the apocalypse? All right, so cooperative. This looks like a very interesting game, and I am excited to open it up. So you can see you've got different miniatures here to represent the zombie apocalypse, the mutant apocalypse, alien apocalypse, and robotic uprising. The humans are dead. Okay, we have the mission log and a learn to play guide, or rule book, if you will. Kind of gives you a little bit of a explanation, setup, some full color rules, examples. Looks pretty good. Solo mode, obviously, and various missions. And then a mission log. So you can kind of go into this into depth here and talk about setting up specific missions and different mission objectives. You can play the campaign, or I suppose you could just kind of pick a mission and start there. I think each one's going to have a very different kind of objective to win, but I do like that there's differing scenarios. So up top here, we've got this package of components. So right here, we've got a board for fuel, food, and ammo and gear cards. So perhaps as you learn the game, you don't necessarily need the side with the text on it, unless someone's playing who is colorblind. So that's a good option to have. You've got various damage markers and radioactive / action markers. We've got character tokens to punch out, including a dog, and actually there's 2 dogs, so got a couple good boys in here. Then we've got a way to organize the box. Stop. Read this before you do anything else. You got to organize before you start. Gives you instructions on where everything goes so you can set up and play. So here's where they recommend your resource items go, and separating up and assembling health dials, etc., etc. So there's some stuff we're going to have to do before we can get going. But right here on top, we've got a few tokens. We've got, different player colors that you can be and assign to one of the characters. And here we've got some miniatures. Let's take a look at some of these guys. I'll hold it up for you to see. And here's one of the good boys. Let's see. Here's this one. Fireman with his fire axe. These are pretty good miniatures, not the highest detail, but at the same time, large and functional. I have no issue with these. They look sturdy. They feel sturdy. Like they will hold up to, repeat plays. Unique enough. You can definitely tell the difference between the characters. Okay. Let me just kind of put this back here, set that aside. You can see it's got some custom art, in the insert by Game Trays, Maximum Apocalypse, written right up in there. Some silica gel. We've got these kind of alien kind of tokens almost. These are wooden and they are actually carved. That's not a screen print. That is actually like engraved out wood piece. Very well done. It's like laser etching? Like it's textured because you can feel the wood underneath. So very cool. It's rare to see that done. I really like that. I like that quality there. We've got a bunch of tokens and pieces here to look at. Let's get into this. Right here, we've got some of the health dials that we're going to be putting together. So, we'll punch some of this out and then be able to assemble the wheel dials behind these to be able to keep track of, your health. Okay, so these are little plastic pieces that assemble the dials in there. In here, we've got a few stars. I'm guessing these are objective markers, A, B, and C. They're pretty small. These are screen printed letters, on one side only. Fairly thin pieces of wood. Let's look at some dice. So we've got 2 large rounded edge dice, and these are kind of indented in there. And then we have 6 small dice, all D6, probably for combat or defense. All right. They feel good. They roll well. Okay. Then we've got some ammo cartridges, and I want to say these are also laser etched, laser engraved, and painted for, the ammo. So that's awesome. This looks like gasoline resource or fuel. I assume it's probably gasoline, but they're just going to call it fuel. So these are painted on one side, on the inside there, as well as, of course, the whole thing is red. And it's got etched, laser etching. Very cool, very high quality stuff. Unique components, definitely. That's awesome. In here, we've got some organizing boxes. So you've got your fuel, your ammo, and food that you can put in right there. It's like you could probably store a lot of the cards in there well enough. And then here's how we're going to be, organizing all these different resources that you can easily pass around the table. So, the gasoline, fuel will go up in one corner here, like that. And the dice will fit real nice right there. Okay. What else have we got in the box? We have some of the wheel tokens or wheel dials that we're going to need to assemble the health dials. They're easily marked and visually left and right. Perfect. Easy to assemble. We've got some map tiles. So let's see. Carefully open these up. Mountains, desert, factory, decrease hunger, military base, deal 2 damage to all monsters in front of you. So this is what they mean by roguelike. So the map is going to unfold as you go, and every game you play will be different. Now, a real roguelike means when you die, you reset and you get a new character, or reset all your stuff and start again, with perhaps some of the knowledge you already discovered of the area. With multiple players, I wonder, if you can reset like that with like a new character. But that'll be interesting. So we got the van, the farm, hospital, and another gas station here. All right, those are the tiles, and they look and feel really good. They're thick and sturdy, and definitely a good quality. Inside, we've got some cards and some some more bags and some tiles here. Or are these cards? Let's take a look. We've got, these are cards. So we've got Scavenge, you've got your character, map tiles, robot, alien, mutants, and zombies. So I assume these are just locations to place your deck for each of these kinds. And we've got some standee tokens here that I assume if you wanted to use standees instead of the miniatures, you could. And we've got some small cards. Let's take a look at what some of these look like. These might be events. Okay. So we've got varying kind of zombie cards here for various things. Increasing maybe the number of them or the threat level. Ambush cards, draw 3 from the spawn deck, exposure, nightfall, daybreak, hostility. So increase their hostility. First aid. So there are a few good things in here, but most of this are going to be, increasing the hostility. These are going to be the hostiles, I'm sure. All right, so we're going to have a separate, decks to make for, I think, aliens and humans and zombie, or, all that kind of stuff. So you got walkers, the zombie queen. Oh my gosh, look at that. Wow. It's a boss card. The zombie horde, the spitter mid-range, Omni-Shot, that's a robot scout, demolition bot, phalanx robot, laser drone. Okay, the missile tank, the AI core leader, the raging mutant, and then Daxton Jaeger or Daxton Jagger, I don't know. Military remnant, marauder, mutant rat, the dog. Oh man. Oh, he's an ally. That's awesome. So if he comes out, that'd be good. You got your veteran, surgeon, mechanic, firefighter, all these allies. So they do have some unique abilities, like the surgeon, restore 2 health to a target. The veteran takes 3 damage to make all characters immune to damage until the start of your next turn. Deal 4 damage to a target with the fireman. Alien scientist. Alien aerodrone. Mech. Soldier. Invader. Harvester, and Alien Commander. Interesting. All have these red card backs. Okay. Let's look at the next set here. Bunch of character cards here. Gunslinger. Hunter. Punch short range. Recon. Interesting. So I imagine if you're not playing with all the characters, you leave those unused characters as ally cards that you could find in that deck. So you probably take out the ones that you're already playing with. Got hunter cards, gunslinger cards, fireman cards, and the mechanic cards. So let's take a look. So I'm just going to go through these relatively quickly. I would say if you want to look at them more detailed, slow down the video, and you can pause on any card that you want to see. But here's what some of the starting cards are for the mechanic. Then we got the fireman. I do like the artwork. I do like the card quality here. It feels good. It's like your standard Magic the Gathering kind of sized cards. The art is nice. I like the comic look to it. Comic book look, you know. Yeah, some of the artwork can get a little bit violent here, which I guess is partly why they recommend it for ages 14 and up. And I guess the theme of the game is a little bit violent when you talk about an apocalypse, but other than that, there's nothing like too over the top here. So, gotta collect stuff, gotta improve your gear. This looks like a lot of fun. I'm actually really interested to try this out and play it varying player counts. I know Holly and I will give it a shot, and we'll be back on the channel soon enough to kind of give our thoughts after we've had a chance to play. So if you want to hear more about Maximum Apocalypse, make sure to subscribe so that you see when we post our review, because that will be forthcoming. These are how some of the dog abilities work with the veteran. Man. So some of these are useful if you have the dog alive, and some of them are actually really useful if he's dead. So even if you lose the dog, your deck is not crippled if you're the veteran. That's important. These are the rest of the mechanic cards. We've got some searchable cards here for items and consumables and probably weapons and various supplies. And you can see the label here with the color of what it is. So it is possible to have to draw from the monster deck when searching. So that's it's not likely. There's only 3 in here, but it is possible to be ambushed. That's important. It's thematic, but yeah. Empty-handed. Bummer. Backpack. Carry more stuff. Handgun. Ammunition. This looks like a lot of fun, you guys. And the cards and everything, it looks well designed. And I think it's cool. And there's a reference card, enough for everybody. You got your turn reference and how the range is calculated there on the back of the card. So orthogonal, not too much diagonals here. but long range you could do diagonal because it's really 2 space orthogonally adjacent. Interesting. Short range is just a single space. So you spawn monsters, you draw a card, you take 4 actions, you move, you can draw a card, play a card, take a card action, scavenge, and then do some free actions. Increase your hunger, take your turn, end your damage, or end your turn and take some damage. Scratch that, reverse it. All right, that is all the components and everything inside the box for Maximum Apocalypse. So thank you guys for tuning into this unboxing video. I've been Jared from Meeple Mentor. Stick around on the channel to see more content like unboxings, reviews, tutorials, news, and more. So until the next video, I'm Jared. I'll see you later.